Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, and I'm here with...
Lyric Bruner, the dude who got bodied on stream in top 32 by Ryan Levine.
Hey, what'd you play and what'd you play as?
I played Exosister, and I just stayed I made top 32. I was 31st after Swiss, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately, but yeah, it was nice.
And you want to do any shout-outs?
Yeah, so I got a list right here. I got long. So first of all, shout out to Nick Natalello for helping me build the deck. This was like the night before Deckless would do Theory. Shout out Clark Lewis for letting me borrow all the Exosister cards and whatever. Shout out Ozone TCG, my sponsor. Shout out Zohair Khan. Shout out Michael Sherry. Will Candia for letting me borrow Prosperity. Shout out Chris, Luke, Mo, Sam, Sean Washington. Shout out the 757, that's where I'm from. Shout out the 804. My heart lies in the 757 though, I apologize. Shout out Ryan Levine for destroying me on stream. Shout out Nashad Larango for being my son. And shout out free him. That's my boy.
All right, let's hop right in.
So let me turn this around real quick. First of all, we got 3 Martha, standard, 3 Ellis, standard, 3 Stella, standard. Extender, best card in the deck, really. Normal summons, Marauding Captain. It's an ignition effect though. We got 2 Sophia. This card actually is just terrible. I had it at 3. I started playing this deck like 3 weeks ago, and I didn't test at all before this event. So, yeah. So I basically net decked the Niagara list and just made some changes. One of the changes that I liked was 2 Sophia because every time I open this card, I feel like I just lose the game. So I don't know. And then we play 1 Irene. You have to play this for Vadis, unfortunately. In my feature, top 32, I had to summon, I think it was these 2 off of Vadis because I had Irene in hand, for anyone that's wondering that. And I look terrible. I probably am because I don't know what my cards do, but yeah. Let me like this. Spells, we got 3 packs. This card's actually insane. I realized, it never came up before, but I realized during the feature versus Ryan that you could use this as an interruption on your opponent's turn. I've never really had it come up to where, because like I said, I've just started playing the deck. I never really had it come up, and I didn't test it, to where I need to summon a name from deck. But like, hypothetically, if your opponent banishes something, you can use this, summon a name from deck, and just like, Xyz, and I found that really cool with this deck. I don't know. We got 3 Pot of Prosperity, shout out Will again. He was trying to withhold, he was trying to gatekeep me from the Prosperity goo. But nah, this card, I feel like I saw it like every game. But yeah, this card's nice. Dark Ruler, I didn't know how to feel about this card going into the event because like, I knew there was gonna be a lot of tier representation and a lot of Bestial cards probably because people like playing new stuff. But this card was good. I mean, it works really well in conjunction with a trap card that basically won me into my entire Swiss that I'm gonna show later, so. Field spells, we play Necro Valley Mystic Mine. From the Niagara list, I wanted to cut Mystic Mine completely, to be honest, and bump Necro Valley up to like 3 or something, but we decided on 2 Necro Valley and 1 Mystic Mine because in theory, Necro Valley is just crazy against tier. It's crazy against like a couple things, like it hits Elf, it like, they have the smashers from hand, like, I don't know. It was just, I'd have to go back and look at messages, but Mystic Mine, this card was actually probably the worst card in my deck all day. I guess all 2 days. The one time I like resolved this, my opponent eradicated me on the next turn, so I was like, dang, that's unfortunate. He opened a 1-0. He opened his only out, so I was like, whatever. With the field spells, we play Terra, and this is the goo right here, set rotation. This deck, like post-siding especially, loses very hard to evenly matched, and this is one way to play around evenly. It also plays around Imperm, plays around, there's one other card, I forgot, whatever. But yeah, set rotation is basically like, it won me a game 3, very important game 3 versus Draco Slayer on day 1, the last round of day 1. I basically locked him under a card in my side deck, and yeah, call by. This card was good. It came up in the feature, but I don't know if I'd play this going forward. We wanted to not play this, but I was like, yeah, this card's just too insane not to play. I don't know. Like, it hits tier names, it hits like Rebellion out of grave, I don't know. Traps, 3 Imperm. This is probably the best hand trap right now, in my opinion. Because I feel like hand traps just don't do much right now. I don't know. And then this is the card I was talking about with Dark Ruler, evenly matched. This card is actually just stupid. Like, why did they print this? Everyone knows it does. Exosister traps, 2 Eternia, 2 Vadis. You have to play these at 2, I think. You don't want to open multiple. I normally side like 1 and 1 going second out. Sometimes I'll leave 1 in. It depends on matchup. And that's the main deck, you know. 37. Oh wait, there's 3 more. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. Ban him.
So
please.
why'd you decide to play that card this weekend?
Oh, the Mr. Shifter?
Yeah.
It's probably for the Flunderies matchup in the Exosister mirror. No, we're doing an extra deck. So Link Monsters, we got Lina and Daybreaker. This card's cool because if you get nibbed, you can like hypothetically make this and like maybe like I don't know, get follow up. This card out's Rivalry. This didn't come up. This came up once in a game I knew I was gonna lose. I just summoned it for shits and giggles. Because I was like, I gotta have one of these come up. Zeus, Joe Driver, Exton, Cowboy. Utility rank 4s. Zeus never came up. This never came up. This never came up. This never came up. I don't go into time. I like to win fair and square. This in theory like wipes boards. That's cool. This, we all know what this does, also wipes boards. And this was in case I were to go into time and my opponent's stuff was in defense and I was like at a deficit, I would summon this and just pierce. So, I don't know. We're never making this like turn 1 or anything. Oh, additionally with Lina, I'll get to that later. Exo cards, Magnifica, 3 Michaelis, 2 Caspatel, 1 Asophiel, 1 Gibran. All these actually came up. These are like the combos. This is like your inboard. I can't remember if I got Nibiru'd at all this event. I think I did once. Actually, I don't think I did. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my match report, but Asophiel came up once, I believe, in my final round of Swift. And then this card came up my feature for the first time, so like the last 2 rounds I played, these cards came up. So I guess they just needed to get their usage, their mileage, I guess. Side deck, we got Gamma Driver. This card was pretty terrible for me today, or I guess this weekend. I don't know. I just wanted a hand trap that was good in a Sprite, and I guess Flunder. I didn't play any Flunder, thankfully. Played a couple Sprites. Spells, Cosmic. Not really any rhyme or reason to why I played Cosmic, to be honest. Runic, mine, I don't know. Harpies, this card's just blowout. Field Spell, Secret Village. This card is one of the reasons why I won the Draco Slayer match I was talking about at the beginning. I basically set rotationed for Mystic Mine on his side, this card on my side. I went Martha effect, normal Sophia, draw a card, and then I left Martha on the board, and I made the rank 4, like banished dude, for like follow up. I think I searched for Turnia, maybe. Yeah, I think I searched for Turnia to out like a spellcaster you could summon. So I locked him under this basically, and then the following turn I like did Xyz plays. I searched Vadis. I hit him for damage because this deck can't really like OTK sometimes, and on his turn of the draw phase, I flipped Vadis with 2 spellcasters and he just scooped. So shout out to him, he's a really cool guy. I played Defissure. This card's just Shifter. Traps, Judgment. Not much to say about this. Helps you against blowout cards. Ryan said he sided in Raigeki versus me, so he also didn't know what I was playing. He just kind of sided in Raigeki. So like maybe I'd have to judge with that. I don't know. But we also played Macrocosmos. This and Defissure never came up. In theory, there's Shifter, so I don't know. And Metaverse, this card came up a lot. You can side this in going second too, which is really cool. Like in theory, you can side it in going second and get mine on the field. Sorry, but I sided in a lot going first and used it with Necro Valley a lot. So that was nice. It came up with Secret Village one time too against a Sprite opponent, and he had Starter in his hand. He's like, sure, I'll let it walk. And I was like, all right, Secret Village. He's like, what's that say? I was like, all right, wrap him up, bro. And then, yeah, we got the tokens, and then that's me. Woohoo. And my winning mat.
All right, you want to say anything else before we hop off?
Thank you to the DB Grinder again for the deck profile. Shout out to him as well. Wanted to save the GOAT for last, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and also shout out Eric Meadows, my sponsor. So, yeah.
Thank you for the deck profile. Congrats on the top, bro. I'm proud of you. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace.